Welcome back to the Black Friday review series. I am Fallen Dragonite, and we are reviewing something I have been wanting to get around to for a while, but unfortunately it's been just a little difficult to get him on camera. But finally, we are taking a look at the Earthrise Skylynx, my first review of a Commander class Transformer. Probably still not going to review a Titan class because those things are super hard to get on camera, and all I have is Triptychon. But still, this guy is pretty dang big. But then again, considering the price point these things are at, they kind of have to be big. As you can see, I currently have him in his launch base mode. This is because, well, this is the big folded out mode, and all the other modes are kind of hard to explain, but basically it's from the same base transformation, and this is just the more expanded out. I'm trying to explain this, but I'm kind of hard pressed to figure out how to explain this. I'm just gonna have to show you as I go through the motions here. But as you can see, in rocket base mode, we have, of course, the ramp going up into the shuttle. Of course, I have this small ramp here, which of course has the Earthrise base connector. We also have two Earthrise base connectors over here. We also have these little things on the ends. This is a position a lot of people like to keep their Skylynx in, but you're also supposed to keep them up like this. People think they're supposed to be like guns, but I think like they're like supposed to be like refueling arms or something like that. Of course, you can take the shuttle off, and without the ramp, he's pretty loose because there's just that little tab holding him in. And I'm going to pull up the base, but as you can see right here, there's those two knobs there that go into his rockets, but they don't hold in securely. You need the ramp to hold him in place. And of course, we have these little feet here to keep the thing stable on the ground. Before we get back to this, we'll take a closer look at the shuttle mode. You see, nice gold detail here with a port. There's no screw in there. That is actually a 5mm port, so you can put like a Ironworks arm or a Battlemaster in a weapon mode. Of course, these do fold up like so. We have nice gold trimmed Autobot logos on his wing. Gold details here. Nice sculpting all throughout. Gold on the windows here. Gold down the side. Lots of gold! Sorry, I had to do the gold member joke. Magnificence. Considering Skylynx's ego, that's kind of fitting. And yes, this is officially licensed by NASA. They actually officially licensed the space shuttle design from NASA this time. Of course, nice sculpted detail on the bottom. You don't have to worry about those. Those are for robot mode. We have flip out landing gear. And yeah, that keeps getting unpegged on me every so often. Hang on a second. Yeah. If you bump this, it's going to get unpegged. Wheels kind of sort of roll, but not terribly. Okay. Base mode, we've already seen everything this is going to do, so we're going to just transform this. First things first, we got to fold this ramp in like so. Make sure both ends are in securely. Slide in the ramp. Click it in place. We got to take these off. Clip those back in. Fold these in place. Fold these in. Rotate and fold in and pull, peg, click those into place, like so. Do the same to the other side. Collapse these into themselves. Reposition the legs like so. You can already hear there's nice ratchets in this. And finally, take these and point them upwards like so. This is what the instructions show. There we have the little launching platform with the treads on the bottom. Of course, these don't have wheels. The wheels are here and here. Let's get the magnificence out here, and rolls okay. I think it's more the carpet friction that we have to worry about. Now then, of course, we can't put the shuttle on the launch platform, but first things first, we're going to put these back here. Because when it's just in the launch platform position, the instructions show these being pointed up this way. But when the shuttle's on, the picture shows it like this. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, to get the shuttle onto here, there's a little notch down there and a notch up there. Push this here, and we got to make sure we're pushing up as we're pushing down. And then we got this little tab up here that we have to pull this, make sure it locks into place. And it fits nice and snug on there. So yeah, there's the shuttle on the launch platform, which is also his undercarriage in the show. If you were ever seen the original G1 Skylynx, this was actually just used as an undercarriage to store and transport. And of course, if you can get in here, you can open this ramp. Unfortunately, with the shuttle on, it's kind of hard to get to that ramp. So you have to take the shuttle off to deploy the ramp and then put the shuttle back on. I'm sure I could probably figure out how to get this off with the shuttle on if I wasn't doing this on camera. But yeah, we just pop that back in. And yeah, you can fit one of those Micromasters in here. Of course, it's not the only thing we can do with the shuttle. Because of course, because this is a commander class, he comes with effects parts. This is, of course, the exact same effects parts we got with Omega Supreme, except without the black airbrushing. And, of course, we plug that right into the thruster like so. And we also got two smaller ones that we can fit into those lower thrusters. So they can look like he's flying. Sorry, I'm just being a little goofy right now, but yeah. So, of course, there are animal modes for both of these segments. First things first, we gotta pull these out again. Gotta pop these out. You can hear those nice ratchets in there. This is a little soft ratchet there. So yeah, we got the legs down. Just repositioning. Now we flip this down and fold this up like so. Tilt the head back. Open the mouth. Click that back in. And pop out those shoulders. And now we have the Lynx mode. Oh no, this is actually nicely detailed. Well, it's kind of flat on the top, but that's going to be expected because of the need to link the two pieces together. We'll just tilt these back like so. You can already hear nice ratchets universally. There's a swivel there. Double jointed knee. Of course, you got the ratchets there, we got the tilt, and all 4 legs are exactly the same. We also have the tongue with a little blaster and a moving jaw. Of course, you can also move these little tails. So, nice little Lynx mode. But, what about the shuttle? Well, we gotta take these off first. Put them back on later. Okay, I'll find where that went later. First things first, we pop the wings off. Then we pull this off and fold out the tail, making sure to unpeg it. Then we plug this back in. When you're putting this back in, make sure that this tab goes in first, or else you're going to have a really hard time getting it back in properly. Next, yank that out. Almost like a Mortal Kombat execution or fatality. Fold up that. Open the mouth. Now we position the wings like so, and then fold out those blue pieces. This section will click into place. This really doesn't, but there's a point where it just stops. Come on. Come on. There we go. And of course we fold out the bird feet. And there we have the bird mode, or pterodactyl. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. His ratchets are pretty solid, but getting him balanced on the feet is a little tricky. Especially considering this is carpet. Well, this is a mat I'm putting him on, so it's kind of hard to get him standing properly. Oh, that's the thruster. As you can see, he has ratcheting joints all throughout his neck. The head's on a ball joint. Got the opening mouth. The moving tongue with the blaster inside. Ratchets all throughout those legs and the ankles. These are all hinge joints, and unfortunately that can happen. Thankfully it just pops off and you can just pop it right back on. Wings, on the other hand, does feel like at certain points the weight of the wing does overpower the joint for the up and down position. And even more so when it's away from that joint, because you can see this, the weight of the wing is just not supported by that joint. You can also fold that out like so. But it's really best to have it in this position. Oh, popped it off of the joint there. But yeah, as you can see, it's just best to have it like this, because then the joint actually holds better. But of course, that's not the end. Because, of course, both modes can combine. Well, we gotta make sure we position this claw, or his foot, back in like so to make sure that it snaps in place. And we'll put that off to the side. And of course we are going to angle the head back into itself. Make sure to get the hinge here, not the ball joint. As you're folding the head back into the torso, make sure that white piece of the back of the head is positioned properly. Unfortunately, it is kind of hard to get the right angle, but there we go. And then, of course, just attaches the exact same way as before. We set the angle, pop that on, and of course I have to put his wing back on. I never had this thing pop off before. Maybe it's just because I'm doing it on camera. It's just a jinx. And there we have Skylynx in his full, I believe they call this the Dino Blast mode. Yeah. So yeah, all the articulation still works. And of course you can still put the effects pieces right into his butt. Oh, I almost forgot this piece is also articulated as well. So we'll put the blast effects right back into his butt. Of course, he does have little ports there, 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 there. Of course, in the guns themselves. So yeah, you can put blast effects all over him if you wanted to. You can also see he is a little hard to get on camera. He's pretty tall. I mean, he's not Triptychon tall, but he is pretty beefy. Kind of hard to get on camera all the way. Have to really back up to get him all in frame. Regardless, not much else to say. Really nice articulation, really nice transformation, really nice representation of the egotistical Skylynx. So if you're interested in this guy, I'd say pick him up. He's a lot better than the Combiner Wars version, that's for sure. And I've seen pictures and videos of that thing. Anyway, Black Friday continues, and we got a few more reviews to knock out. So hope to see you in the next video, and let's continue later.